What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. A long time ago, we did a video on a sneaker called the Nike Hyper Adapt. It was the first of its kind. It was an incredibly expensive sneaker that actually featured this brand new technology similar to the Marty McFly Back to the Future Nike mags that actually allowed a sneaker to lace itself. Today, we're looking at the latest iteration, the Nike Adapt BB 2.0 OG, that actually takes that innovative technology a step further. Without further ado, let's take a look. All right, guys, now as I mentioned, this is the Nike Adapt BB 2.0, which means obviously there was a 1.0 that I actually didn't put my hands on because I just didn't think they looked that nice. But when I saw pictures of the 2.0, I was intrigued. Now, even though the price was a little bit higher, we'll get into that. I actually thought they looked a lot nicer. And so far, even with the packaging, I'm pretty impressed. Let's take a look a little deeper. First of all, I'm not gonna be holding this box very long because the box is heavy. I just wanna let you guys know that, but I love you guys. So starting off with the box here, of course, you have this futuristic looking iridescent swoosh, iridescent lettering, Nike Adapt BB version 2.0, year 2020. Everything's futuristic with the Adapt BB. Moving around to the opening of the box here, I really like this iridescent pull tab here. Really fly. Now, I thought this was a drawer style box. It's actually not a drawer style box. We'll take a look at that too. On the back of the box here, you also get some instructions on how to use the shoe. Now, there's also instructions inside of the box we'll take a look at, and then we're also going to demonstrate how the app works. It's really innovative. Now, to open up the box here, you have to pull both these tabs here, but instead of it sliding out like a drawer, it actually lifts up. Like so. Now when you lift the box up, you have the shoes here, of course, and then you have this little box in here that also contains the wall charger and the plug. Now before we get to the actual shoes here, also wanted to mention at the bottom of the box here, you have this really thick instruction booklet that tells you how to use the shoes, and then underneath that, you actually have the charging plate, which is actually what you place the shoes on. The sneakers actually charge wirelessly. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Nike Adapt BB 2.0 OG. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good looking sneaker. Nike really took their time, went back to the drawing board and designed a really nice looking sneaker. Looks way better than the Adapt 1.0 in my opinion. These actually, to me, look a bit more like fashion sneakers as opposed to strictly basketball sneakers, which works for guys like myself because I'm so into lifestyle and aesthetics a lot more than, honestly, I'm into technology and performance. I think Nike did a really good job of starting to blend those two things together, those two demographics together, of people that really just want to go hoop on the court and want something dope to play in, and then people that actually want to look dope when they're wearing these out on the streets. First things first, I will say, this shoe does have a little bit of weight to it, but the thing is, these have motors and gadgets and whatchamacallits and all that kind of stuff inside of it. So it makes a lot of sense why the sneakers have a little bit of weight to them, especially in the midfoot here, which I believe is where the battery is. All right, starting with the upper of the shoe, one thing that I do want to point out is that there's some really good materials actually used in this shoe. Yes, it is built for function, but also there are fashionable inputs here that we'll take a look at, including this all 3M tongue. Now, starting with the upper of the sneaker here, now you have this thin kind of shrouding system. It's a really thin material. I don't know if you guys can even see how thin it is, but it's really thin. I believe this is what houses the wiring system that actually is the brains of how this sneaker works. You see on the lateral side of the sneaker here, this is also on the medial side as well. That's the apparatus that actually holds the wires in place that actually constrict or loosen the shoe. Now, one thing I think is beautiful about that is that that's against a suede that's going all around the upper of the shoe and even down into the quarter panels of the sneaker as well on the lateral and medial side. Very premium materials that are holding in this wire system. You can probably see that a lot better on a top-down view of the sneaker here that actually has a big white futuristic looking swoosh that's comprised of all these tiny little dots here. I guess this is plastic or rubber, maybe plastic, but all these little small dots that comprise this really big white swoosh. I love that. Right above that though, you actually see the harnessing system. That's the cross section for the wiring system here on the sneaker. And of course that is against an all 3M tongue. Really nice. Now let's talk about the tag on the tongue a little bit. You see that big R there. Obviously it tells you what sneaker this is, but there's also a little bit of writing on the back that also says Nike Adapt BB 2.0, year 2020, so on and so forth. Now, right underneath that Nike swoosh, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it actually says Power Lacing System. So that, of course, lets you guys know what kind of technology we're dealing with here. power laces. Now getting back to the lateral side of the shoe here, you see here Zoom Turbo. There's a Zoom Turbo unit in the forefront of this sneaker here. So you're gonna get that Kyrie Irving-ish like a performance out of the sneaker while also getting all the other technology within the back of the sneaker as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I think they had to put the zoom in there to give some kind of comfort and performance, because I'm not gonna lie, the back of the sneaker here, pretty uncomfortable. It's really, really hard, not very flexible at all. And naturally, because I think that's because of all the apparatuses inside of the shoe. So at least they try to offset that by giving us a little bit of Zoom Turbo in the front of the shoe. Now, moving along to the back of the sneaker here, you see this really interesting, kind of looks like a wing. I'm not sure. It's hard plastic here and it's pretty flexible. I think that it's just used really so that you can get your foot inside of the shoe really easily. It's almost like a shoehorn on the outside of the sneaker. But again, I think it gives it that really nice kind of flashy, kind of futuristic touch on the sneaker as well. I like it. If it weren't there, then I think that the sneaker would just look pretty basic. It'd be nice, but it'd look a little basic. This here has a little bit more flair to the shoe. Now, of course, down here in the midsole, you see this plus and minus on these buttons. Of course, these are the buttons that actually manually control the sneaker. Now, you can control it manually from the shoe itself, like that, or like that, or we'll also take a look at the app and see how you can do it automatically as well. Really, really dope insole on the sneaker as well. You get this really nice multicolored Nike swoosh. You get which shoe you're on. Again, you get the R with the little radiating, pulsating signal there for the shoe for adapt. And then up here, you actually get the button layout of the sneaker as well, kind of like a sticker. It's adhered on there. And on the outsole of the sneaker here, really nice translucent icy blue outsole with that really nice infrared hit for the Zoom Turbo unit, letting you know exactly where that's impacting the front of your foot there. All right, let's cut the lights out real quick. Take a look at the 3M on these. Boom. And there it is. You see, you have this really nice 3M tongue here, just a little 3M hit, not too much. And then also you have this really nice inner lining on the insole as well. Almost feels like a neoprene, I think. It's really comfortable, really, really nice. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Nike Adapt BB 2.0 OG. Now, let's take a look at the app and let's try to set this shoe up and see how it works. All right, I've already downloaded the Nike Adapt app here on this Android here. Now what I'm gonna do is try to get the sneaker to be recognized by the app. So it says, hold the phone near the lights of one of the shoes, which I'm doing now. All right, just felt a vibration, it detected it. Press either light on the right shoe to confirm. Press the light. And it looks like it's paired. It says you're halfway there. Hold your phone near the lights of your other shoe. Let's get the other shoe. All right, this is the left shoe here. Connection error, of course. Oh, now the shoe's detected. Okay, great. Press either light. Okay. Looks like it's detected. All right, so now you see you've got left and right, all right? Oh, here's where you can change colors. So you can change colors on the app as well, whichever color you like. I think I'm gonna go with this blue here. Oh, and it also corresponds with the lights on the shoe, really nice. So what you can do is you can either hit the button manually, and you can see it tighten up right there, or you can use the app. By lowering the shoe, you loosen it, and then by dialing up the shoe, you tighten it. How dope is that? Auto lacing technology has really come a long way in the last couple of years, ever since the emergence of the original HyperAdapt sneaker for $700. Now, even though this sneaker was $400, it is a $50 price hike from the original Adapt. I honestly see that it's worth the price increase. I think that it looks really, really great. Looks a lot nicer. Materials are really, really nice. The technology is really, really sound. They're really locking in on what people want as far as this sneaker goes and the experience that they get out of this shoe. So even at $400, yeah, I think that is worth it for this sneaker here. I think that if you're the type of person that really is excited about this kind of technology and for what this technology used to cost, remember, it used to cost $700 just to get any kind of a sneaker that would lace by itself, and it didn't even come with its own app back in the day. So now that we have the Adapt, we have the app that Nike is using, we have all these new technologies, and we're getting it for $300 cheaper. I definitely think that this is one that you should check out if you're a tech head, if you're a sneaker head. But enough of me talking about the sneaker. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments below and let me know what you guys think about the Nike Adapt BB 2.0 OG. Are these ones that you guys want to add to your collection? Are you guys excited about wearing these, getting your hands on a pair of them? Or are you going to go ahead and pass on them? Not only that, but how do you guys feel about the $400 price tag? It is a lot of money, so I'm interested to hear what you guys feel about the price, and if you think it's too much, what do you think is a decent price that you would be willing to pay for a sneaker like this with this kind of technology in it? Sound off down below, let me know. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you, I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Nike Adapt BB 2.0 OG. And until next time, I'm out.